morning, everyone. It's Nikki, and we're back with another episode of the Vulnerability Bites. Today, I'm just gonna jump into it. I'm gonna talk about Matt Rife and his whole comedy special on Netflix. And I'm gonna be, or at least try to be, as unbiased as possible, because I did like Matt Rife. I'll be honest. I thought that he was very attractive. Did I think he was funny? No, not at all. I just thought he was good looking, and sometimes his crowd work was funny. So I saw Matt Rife in Bend, which you'll hear about in the first episode, or you probably already heard about it by now. And I also saw him when he came into Portland. And when I went to Bend, it was kind of a bigger crowd, and so, they had a bunch of people come on stage, and it was a bit overwhelming, to be honest. I didn't think he was funny. I thought the people with him were a lot funnier. But you go for the lore of Matt Rife, he's sexy, he does crowd work, you hope he flirts with you in the crowd. Ain't no way that he was going to flirt with me. I was very far back. But still, it was a fun experience. And then when he came into Portland, I was like, okay, I actually don't really fuck with this guy. He made the domestic violence comment at the Portland show, and it did not land. There was just a couple of things that he said that didn't land with the crowd, which rightfully so. The fact that you're making fun of domestic violence while having such a huge women fan base, there's something wrong with you. But because I have a tendency to play devil's advocate and I have to see both sides like Chanel, I kind of understand where he's coming from, where this insecurity is, But if I was to pick a side, obviously I'm anti-Matt Rife right now. I don't think that you should be treating your fan base the way that you are treating them. I think that, come on, after the fucking Barbie movie, you guys, understand that patriarchy is hurting us all. Look at his downfall. That's part of patriarchy too. And you want to appeal to guys that hate women? Didn't we see what happened with January 6th? That's the same fucking category of men, in my opinion. Not to be political. I'm not a political person. I'm ignorant with that. But I do know what it's like to have the woman experience and how some things I can let slide, but opening your Netflix special with domestic violence, that just doesn't sit right with me. And I know that so many people are talking about this right now, but I think it is important to talk about the rise and fall of Matt Rife's career. I really do hope that this teaches him a lesson. Okay, make fun of the kombucha girls and the crystal girls and the astrology girls, whatever. But when you just right off the jump start talking about straight up misogynistic shit, the astrology comments and the crystal comments are obviously misogynistic as well, but it really does show where he's at in his life mentally. And I know exactly what it feels like to feel like people don't really like you for the right reasons. I know for a fact majority of his fans don't think he's funny. They just think he's attractive, which is probably why he's going to lose such a big group of people, because it's eventually he's not going to be all that cute anymore. You have to keep up with the Jonases. You got to be funny, dude. And I think that some of his things were kind of funny, like the crowd work stuff when he was talking with the MILF and cookies. I thought that was kind of funny. But the devil advocate part of me, sorry, I'm driving right now, by the way, if it's all jumbled up. My brain is everywhere, and the caffeine is just now hitting me. But I see where he's coming from. He's clearly having such a crisis right now. He probably doesn't feel like he deserves this money. But I'm not excusing that behavior. And I'm not a fan anymore. It's icky to me as a survivor of domestic violence. That kind of makes me feel some sort of way, women put a lot of things on the map. We know from experience, Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, people are watching football more now. Women are watching football more now because of that. Look at Taylor Swift's fan base. Look at Matt Rife's fan base. Back to him. All women. Women put you on the map. So why don't you want to appeal to them? Like, why do you want to appeal to just the male audience? That's how you came up. Who cares? Embrace it. Women are amazing. We are nurturing. We're loving. We will ride hard as fuck for you. But, like, just treat us good. Don't make jokes about domestic violence. It just doesn't sit right with me. There's just so much to it, but that's just my opinion on the Matt Rife situation, and I hope that a lot of guys can learn from this experience. There's just some things you just don't joke about. Oh, another thing I want to bring up. The fact that he doubled down and posted something completely ableist and absolutely fucking foul. I think there's so many categories of comedy that you should... That's not even comedy. That's just straight up being a piece of shit. Don't joke about people's sexuality. Don't joke about people getting beat up. Don't joke about disabilities or anything. It's just so disgusting. Don't talk about marginalized people, period. And it's not a political thing. You could think of so many other funny things. I'd rather hear you make fart and poop jokes. Honestly. Yeah, that's just my opinion. I am not a fan of Matt Rife anymore. And they always say, don't meet your idols. It's fucking true. Don't idolize people. I mean, people make mistakes, but that's a big mistake. Like, you are so comfortable talking about that in front of an audience for a Netflix special? No, not okay. I don't like it. Whatever. But back to the Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift thing. I'm not a fan of Taylor Swift. I don't think her music's all that good, but that's okay. Like, I don't think that she's a terrible person. I don't know a lot about her, but I do think the Travis Kelce thing is really cute, and seeing the tweets that he tweeted resurface when he was younger is super sweet. I just love sweet guys like that, and I really hope he's a good guy, and I hope they work out. Again, I don't know anything about them, and I'm not super big into pop culture all that much. I'm always the one learning about it after the fact, after it stops trending, but I figured I would talk about the Matt Rife situation because I have expressed publicly I'm a fan. I'm not anymore. I don't think you should make jokes about domestic violence. I don't think you should make jokes about people being disabled or anything like that. I just... so disgusting. Like, it literally makes me sick to my stomach. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I don't think I'm going to be doing pop culture or anything like that, or anything that's trending in the future. I just figured I would put this out there because I've expressed that I was a fan, but I'm about to arrive to my destination, which is work. So I'm signing off here. I hope you guys have a fabulous rest of your day, whatever time it is, and be a good person. Learn from Matt Rife's mistakes. I love you guys. See you later. Take care. Okay, love you. Bye.